Hi everybody. Today I want to do a quick overview of the MMSS sleep system. It's a military issue sleeping bag. It's supposed to be good down to, I've heard different ratings from 0, -30, -40. So I guess, there's a lot of factors that are going to go into that on how cold you can get it down to. But we can cover that a little bit later. What it consists of is 3 pieces, well 4 if you count the stuff sack. You got your Gore-Tex bivy, windproof, waterproof. Then there's a green, it's a patrol bag, and then the black intermediate bag. From what I've read, the black bag by itself is supposed to be good down to 0. The green bag by itself is good down to 30. And then the bivy, well, warm weather probably, just to cover you up. So let me bring you in closer and then I'll show you a little bit more up here. Alright, so we'll do the close-up view of it. If we start near the top, you'll see that the top of the bivy actually wraps around to the backside, and it can actually be velcroed in place to cover you up. And the bivy itself has a drawstring here, so you can cinch it up around your head. Come over to the side. It has a zipper and snaps that go all the way up. We'll zoom down here. Goes about 3/4 of the way down. We'll have the full zipper. Okay, unzip that for you. Open this up. You can see the inside of it. Look at the flap here. You've got your Gore-Tex bivy. Then you've got your green patrol bag, and then the black intermediate. And right here is the snap. They all snap together into one. You can take, the bivy off. Just go with the green and the black together. Just the black, just the green, either way, you can still have the bivy or without it, whatever bag you use. And you'll note that the green bag is on the outside. Some people have said the green goes to the inside and the black goes around it. It won't work that way because of the way the buttons are. If I can get one of these out. We'll start on the corner here. Alright, you'll notice there's a snap on the outside of the bag, but not the inside. And you look at the green one here, it has a female snap to attach to the male, and then on the outside it has another one. It has a male one to attach to the bivy. So there's no way that you could put the green bag inside the black one and have it all snapped together. You definitely want to have these put together, all snapped together, otherwise if you roll around in your sleep, they're going to shift around and you'll have fun trying to find the zippers. Another thing I wanted to point out too is I bought a second patrol bag. Actually, I bought the patrol bag first because it was a GI sleeping bag and I wanted something that was going to be pretty durable. So this was a sleeping bag I had bought, and then I found out it was part of the sleep system. So then naturally I had to buy the whole system, just because that's the way I am. But with the patrol bag, they have the buttons inside and out, so you could put this patrol bag on top of the other patrol bag and essentially have 3 sleeping bags, and then put the bivy on top of that. So you can go 3 sleeping bags and a bivy, and that'll definitely bring you down even colder. So that's just another option to do it, but you're going to add probably another, I think these are about 3 pounds in weight. And I don't know how much you're going to compress it in the sack. I haven't tried that. It may or may not fit in your backpack, depending on how you're going. If you're going car camping, who cares? What's this balled up? It's not going to take up a whole lot of space. So that's just one more thing you could think about if you're going to do extreme cold weather camping. All right, now let's get this thing put in the stuff sack. Now, before I go ahead and stuff this in the sack, something that's worth mentioning too is the cold rating on these, where they say 0, -30, -40. The military rates them to the spec of pretty much you won't die at that temperature. It's not a comfort rating, so I wouldn't say you're going to specifically go out and go -30 camping, because you're probably going to be cold in this. One of the things that you can do, obviously, is if you're sleeping directly on the ground, you're going to be cold, so you're going to want to put a Modular sheet down underneath you, some sort of a sleeping pad. You're going to wear the warm clothes, the layers, that kind of thing. What I like to do in regards to sleeping pads is I will unbutton the bivvy from the green bag, and I'll take either, I have a self-inflating thermarest pad, I'll either use that, or the new one I got in Outdoorsman Lab, inflatable pad, which I have a review on this one. It's either up now, depending on when you're watching this, or it will be up soon. But I'll take these, inflate them, and then I'll stick them in between the bivvy and the green bag, button it all back up. Then I have the pad under me, so no matter if I roll around, move around, the pad's always under me. If this is sitting on top of a sleeping pad, I've noticed you tend to, as you shift around, you're tending to slide around and moving off the pad. So that kind of eliminates it for me by tucking that inside of there. Alright, so let me put the stuff away here real quick, and then we'll pack it up. Put it in the stuff sack. So now let me show you a little bit about the stuff sack. It's your typical stuff sack. Quite a bit of webbing, so you can really compress this thing down. Mine had a regular, like a poly cord. It was nothing special. It was fraying, so I went ahead and changed it with 550 some paracord to do that. Another thing you want to look at too, if you're buying one of these, I don't know how they are for counterfeits. Check all your stuff. Make sure all of it, and the bivvy itself has the tag on the inside. Make sure you have all the military tags on here so you know you have the genuine article. So as far as stuffing it in there, so many people fold these up, roll them up. You don't want to do that. You're just going to stuff them in the sack. When you store it, do not store it in the stuff sack. You're going to compress the fibers, and then you're going to lose a lot of your insulating quality. Same with folding it. You don't want to put any creases in it. You want to try to store it as loosely as possible so it can retain its insulating qualities. So pretty much all you're going to do, before I forget, another thing you can do too, take your winter clothes, whatever you're going to sleep in, shove them in here. That way they're all set to go. You got it all in one bag. But start at the feet. Nothing fancy, you just want to jam that in there. Got a flap to cover it, cinch it tight, and you're going to want to do this. You're going to take your cord, doesn't have to be anything fancy, it can just be a regular overhand knot. Just tie that to keep this from coming down, because when you compress it, it's going to want to open up on you. Stuff my cord down in there. And then for compressing it, what I like to do is I just like to bring them all up, snug them all up. A little at a time here. Just take the tension off of it and push down. And I just like to go opposite as I'm pushing down, cinching up the slack. One that came undone here. That's about as tight as I'm going to get it. Now you got a nice, well, compact but bulky here. It will fit inside certain backpacks. There are the Mali 2 rucksack that has a pouch for this. It's specifically made for the system to fit into. Same with the CFP 90. It will fit into one of those rucksacks. Mine weighs in at 9.5 pounds. Some people I've heard say theirs are 7-8 pounds. So maybe it varies depending on how much stuffing is in each bag. And then as far as the temperature rating goes, that's going to be all based on you and your setup. If you're on the bare ground, you're not going to get nearly as cold as someone sitting on a cot. Same with what clothes you're wearing. If you have layers or not on, definitely change your clothes before bed. You've been sweating in your clothes all day. You don't want to be sleeping in those. You want to put on a fresh pair of clothes for your nighttime. So that was my quick review here of the MMSS sleep system. I hope you found it helpful. Please subscribe and follow me on Facebook. Thank you for watching.